Hello everyone, this is Soft Gaming. In this video, I just want to briefly summarize my recent learnings from the Tencent tournament. After a few days adjusting here and there, I was able to get first again using auto. So yeah, this is not like how you can get a tough one like things. I only got it today. I failed to even get into the top 8 for like more than a week or so. All right, so I think my strategy today is like I was forced to use a lot of my strong units in the later games, and even in the 10th game, I need to use a good team to get through it. Otherwise, like I kind of lost round 10 for like a week, and I sometimes also lost another game within 7 to 9 because I was putting a lot of my strong teams in the earlier ones, hoping that I can win like the elimination round, like here. So I was hoping I could win like this and this, maybe also this. So I was mainly focusing on getting strong units in the first 6 teams, but then I feel like I couldn't even get to the top 8. So what I did was try to push the stronger units to later and only use handful of good units in the first 3 teams. Yeah, and then stronger team in the semifinals and finals, use whatever I have and make sure that the 10th team also can win this to get to the top 8. So in this video, we'll take I think we'll take a look at the elimination, the preliminary rounds in the reversed order, and then we'll take a look at the finals. Right, this is the 10th game. Here I was trying to use Nicola to win this game by having more AoE damage, and it is pretty straightforward. And Ming here is like just fits energy cost. So really it's I put Nicola here and then use whatever I have left to make sure it's still within 45 energy. And this one, I kind of kept always using my Ashwaya in the 7 to 9 team to win a little bit over those lesser teams. So Ashwaya can like counter single target damage pretty well. And this carry is Brook. It's very awkward for Brook because Brook needs say you need guardians to do more damage, then you need healers to do more damage as well. So it's pretty hard to gear around Brook. So I thought instead, like even Brook attacks a roll is not that powerful, so instead I just use whatever units I left with Brook, hoping that Brook damage will kill more than one enemy. Then I at least have some advantage. And this one, this particular team is exactly the reason I didn't put Hachishiki in the first, but actually in the second, because in the past I feel like this guy puts in a team like this and my Hachishiki will not outspeed their team, so I put Kasumi in the first. To be able to get the first speed, you need character level max, then star max level max, then have a level 60 SSR shoes like boots, and then have a high intimacy level. That's really hard. And this team is not particularly strong. Anna is very strong, but if Anna meets Fenerbahce, you're gonna die pretty horribly. So I didn't put Anna in a very early kind of round. So my hope is that if the 4 to 6 team it matches in the finals, I hope the first two teams carry, and Anna will. Anna is actually pretty good at stalling the game. Like enemy might never be able to kill Anna, but you will. Anna is very hard to kill the enemy as well. So that cannot guarantee a win, but it was good just to not lose. And this is my strongest team: is Miyuki, Angela, and the Maki. So Angela and Maki are not good at attacking, but Miyuki has attacking part. Actually, Maki is good, but it's single target damage. It's not gonna be as good as AoEs. I was originally using this team in the 10th, and I was not able to like win with this team, so I put it in the 3. This team, the idea was just to have Diana heal back Arcelina, and then Fenerbahce negate their heal and do some melee damage. I have been using that team since day 1. It worked pretty well. It's not like superstar, but it kind of works without strong AoE damage. Alright, that's my first team. I think as I said earlier in the other videos, Edward and Hersey are pretty good in Tencent tournament because they apply their passive effects before anything, so their speed doesn't really matter. So you put Hersey and Edward and Hersey in any spot, even in the last spot, and they will apply their damage or raise reduction. It's gonna be pretty good. And also the current rage reducing mechanism, Edward and Miyuki, and also the newly added Yum, they're pretty good to place on like round 1, 4, and 7 in case you can get to the top 8, and then they will give you a lot of advantage in those fights. Okay, now let's take a look at the finals. So DGK was the guy who was able to win number 1 in the 17 p.m. Like rounds for a long time. I think their team doesn't have particularly good from round 1 to like team 1 to team 3. That's why I was able to get an edge over him. Now this mode is really hard to optimize if you really want to go for the max reward, like which is very top. You will need some good teams early and you need some good gyms later. I was lucky that my actually it doesn't matter, it didn't matter. So their team face rolled my team. This is my last team. This is also their last team. So in general, I would really recommend use your Miyuki number 1 or 4 or 7. Don't use like numbers 3, 6, or 9. Like it's, if Miyuki gets advantage, she can maintain the advantage in later fights. But if you put Miyuki at 3rd, there's no teams after Miyuki to rip off that advantage. Oh, here is my 46. I'm using Miyuki here to try to get advantage, and I was pretty successful at this because I think my speed just outspeed them too much. Like my first 3 acts before any of them, and I said this is my strongest team. See here, so if Miyuki is alive, Miyuki will act before the enemy team, thus reducing their rage and denying their first ability, which is pretty strong. But here I didn't even use my 5th or 6th team. Alright, let's take a look at the final. And this is a little bit lucky as well. Their placement is kind of strange. They place those in the same line. And they place those units later in the game. It's not in the front row, it's in the back row. Not optimal in my opinion. And also, this is very lucky, they have 2 units in a row and open for my Brook to kill both of them. And that's it. I didn't even get to use my nice team, Ashuraya here. So I would say today mainly it's because of I had good luck, but also I've been leveling up a lot of SSR boots to be able to get more speed and act first and get advantage. And then what I adjusted was to push some of my strong units to later, especially from 7 to 10. Like I had lots more strong units in here as well compared to the early days. So that's for today, and let's see if tomorrow if I can still get to number 1 with this lineup. I'll keep you guys posted. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.